Welcome to another episode of the Chokeslam Wrestling Report, and today I have a special guest, and I have to do this because this man, my man here is a beast at everything he does in the ring, and I have to do this. I have to do I have to do this. No other than the Savage himself, PJ Savage, is in the house. So. My man, thank you very much, man. I've been trying to get you to my podcast for a while. So, how you feeling? I know you're a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, I'm under the weather. I got strep throat, and it's been kicking my butt for the past 3 days. My sinuses were so messed up that it ended up bleeding into my eye, and now I got pink eye or something. It's I'm all messed up, bro. But we're still putting to work, baby. We're still putting to work.
Yeah, you got to get Vicks.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Vicks, menthol. That's it, bro. That's it, baby. You know the remedy. You know what it is.
Yeah. The Vicks fix everything. You know how that is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just let everybody know here how you started in the business. I know a little bit about it because I know you was in Instagram a couple of months ago and letting people know where you started in the school and all that. So, first of all, how did you get involved in wrestling? And I mean, have you been watching wrestling since you was a kid?
Yeah, my first wrestling event was WrestleMania 10.
Ooh.
I was 4 years old, bro. That was my first event.
That was what, 94?
Yeah, bro.
Damn, you're a young kid.
Yeah, bro. That was my first event, bro, and I was in love, bro. My grandmother used to watch it every day. She used to watch AAA CMML on Telemundo on Saturday mornings. We used to wake up breakfast and watching AAA on the TV. I was in the culture, wrestling was a part of the culture, and then my family's Puerto Rico, so then in the 70s and the 80s before they came over, Puerto Rico was a hotbed for wrestling. So when they came over to the States, it was I need my wrestling fix. So wrestling was always on in the house. My grandmother got me into it heavy, and so WrestleMania 10, my uncles took me out there, and it was crazy though because I kind of grew up around the Garden. My uncles used to tape trade and go down there and get Japan tapes and WCW tapes and shit like that. And
you was around the NWO era.
Yeah, right. In the ECW. You know what? In New York, it felt more. The Attitude Era really had that ECW vibe to it.
Yeah.
It really had that ECW vibe. Especially the guys that I hung out around, being a little 5, 6, 7-year-old kid. Those were the ECW fans that couldn't get into the WWE building.
Yeah.
And then they would tape trade. They would tape trade ECW tapes and Japan tapes. That was a real ECW crowd. So I grew up in it heavy. There was a couple times in my life where I knew this was what I wanted to do. And just things in life, it just stops you know what I'm saying? And there was just a point. I lived in Brooklyn. I literally lived across the street from the Barclays Center.
Oh, okay.
It was built up, and it was about 2015, 2016. And I was just I would go past there, see wrestling, and then when we kind of grow out of it, we go through a phase where we just step away from wrestling. You don't even watch it, you don't even look at it, nothing. And just being next to the crowd, and it was damn, bro, I miss this, bro. I miss it. But what I really missed was I didn't want to be a fan. Wrestling has the greatest fan base in the history of anything. I don't care. They rival soccer fans and football fans. Wrestling fans are diehards and lifelong fans. It's just a different thing. And bro, I just remember just looking at the production truck and going I want to be in there. I want to be the guy that goes in through the back of the building. And
Yeah. I mean, I was the same way too because I was I think my first WWE event was, I think it was 87. I think it was 87. That was my first wrestling show I ever went, and I mean I was already hooked because I go way back, Bruno days we're talking about. But who was the guy who trained you to become a wrestler?
Yeah, so back then, when I just was like, I'm doing this, I looked up a couple places, and I'm a story guy. I'm a documentary guy. So I was like, all right, I could go to House of Glory, get trained by Red. That's pretty cool. I went over there, met them briefly, and it was like, all right, this is a cool vibe. And then somebody pointed me in the direction of Johnny Rods in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Johnny Rods. I remember him.
And the light bulb went off, and it was like, oh, he trained Taz, he trained the Dudleys, he trained basically all the ECW guys, and that really spoke to me again, like my history in it. So I was just like, all right, my documentary starts off with trained by WWE Hall of Famer. Like that's where I need to be. That's where I need to go. So the rest was history, bro. I went over there. I went in for an interview because he interviews you before he takes you in. I went in there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and he drove me home at 11 o'clock at night. Like I spent the whole day with him, bro.
Hold on, like 11 hours in there,
Bro,
closer.
and it felt like I was there for 30 minutes.
Wow.
Like it was one of those things I always watch, like Legends of Wrestling, the round table thing, where like you see JR and Brad and Kevin Nash and all these guys talk, like Piper, they all talk about the days and the good old times. I always wanted to be that. I wanted to be accepted at that table, and that was the first time I felt something like that. Like, yo, I'm here. I'm in the business right now. You know, like this is as close as I've ever gotten to it. Felt like I was in the back room, so that was pretty cool, man. We was there for 11 hours, bro. 11 hours.
And you mentioned House of Glory because that's one of the shows that I always go every month and whenever. Man, you will fit perfectly in House of Glory. But the guys
Yeah,
they
man.
got there.
There's a part of me that feels like I should have went over there. There's a part of me that feels like because House of Glory has a really big platform.
Yeah.
I feel like I would thrive under those lights.
Yeah.
I would love to wrestle over there. I don't know what's their policy with bringing in indie guys. I don't know how that goes. Whatever it is, I got to do to get in there. I would love to get in there and mix it up with some of their guys. Charles Mason's one of those guys I have my eye on.
Man, you just that's the first person that came into my head. Like you and Charles Mason will rip the roof off.
I got invited, and this is the first time I mentioned this to anybody. I got invited to a GCW show to meet all the GCW brass, and Mason was there, and one of the boys was just like, "Yo, you and Mason would like kill it."
Yeah,
kill it. If they brought you in over here, you would kill it.
Yeah,
and he is one of those guys, man. Like I saw him wrestle Jimmy Lloyd that night.
Destroyed. Mason right now. I mean, if he goes and moves up one step to like the big time, and man, if they leave him, do what he does, he'll be great. He'll take it to another level, And talking about that, about being great and the character, when you do these promos, man, and it's funny how I found you. I think it was the pandemic time, and I think it was before that whole takeover group you guys were doing. And one day I just happened. It's like, oh, PJ Savage, and I'm like, who's this guy? And he was doing some promo. And I said, man, he's good. Then I saw you again and again, and it's like you probably besides probably Chris Cage, you and Chris Cage, when y'all do your promos, y'all sick on that. I mean, especially you, because you like get into it, like you do that story, like you have to see the match the way you do your promos.
Yeah. One of the things though, it's like, especially with promos, I don't want to just be the guy that puts out the time and the date. I studied a lot of Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. I studied a lot of it. And one of the things Dusty always did was he was amazing at painting the story. Like he always said it. He was like, he might not look the part where you put him on the front of a poster and that's gonna sell tickets, but he could talk you into the seats.
Yeah, he would charisma.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I approached the game from. Like, I needed to add that to my arsenal. I need to be able to talk you into the seats. I need to make you be able to watch my promo and care about something that you would have never cared about. You might not know who my opponent is, but you kind of care about it because I care about it. And if I give you that story, that little bit of a story, man, you're going to connect to it. Like the Face promo that just recently dropped. A lot of people didn't even know Face. They don't know his history. They just know he was with me. And then it was just like, damn, PJ dropped a 3-minute on Face. God damn, it's going down.
That was sick. That whole part where you got the guys from Takeover. I mean, Boogie's in that, and then it did just disappear. I mean, just the production on that. It's sick. It's sick. Bro. And it's like it's not a lot of people. That's like a lost art right now. Not a lot of people could do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I think you have that. You know, you have that thing going on where like when you do your promos, it's like a passion. It's like it's real. It's like this is not something that you know somebody reads it from a paper and then you know your stuff is awesome.
Yeah, bro. I always remember Stone Cold always said the greatest professional wrestler is just you with the volume all the way turned up.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
always
yeah.
took that to heart because I feel like Stone Cold's the greatest of all time, money wise. Like ticket selling and pay per views, you always paid to watch Stone Cold no matter what. Like the casual fan, he grabbed in the casual, and that's where I drew from. I was like, all right, cool. I need to pull in from that. So Stone Cold's one of the reasons like I dive into that part of it.
Yeah, the first time I saw you wrestle live, it was against Chase Lucas. That's his name. I may say it wrong.
Lucas Chase, yeah.
Lucas Chase. I said it backwards. It was on a Bronx show up here at Hunts Point.
that
That's,
was
that's when I first met you.
for the first time, bro.
Yeah, the first time I saw you, and y'all guys, y'all went at it like y'all been feuding for years. Man, that
Yeah,
was one of the awesome matches. I think one of your kids was in the front, right?
yeah. My
Yeah,
kids was there. My kids was there.
yeah,
And
yeah. I mean,
that
that was
that entrance was crazy. That was a special entrance because this is my first time wrestling in the Bronx.
yeah. That was all. That match was awesome, man.
Yeah, bro. I wrestled in Tim's that night. That was crazy,
Yeah.
bro. That was crazy.
What
I was
happened?
like,
You lost your boots. What the hell?
nah, bro. It was like I'm in the Bronx, bro. I'm coming out with the 8-ball jacket, the Yankee
Yeah,
fitted.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm doing it up. We wrestling in Tim's and some Adidas pants and my Savage T-shirt. Like we gonna throw it up right now.
yeah. You just came in you came down from the block.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like that was the feel I wanted. Like a lot of people, a couple people have gave me the high praise of like PJ Savage is like real. He's
Yeah.
like the realest thing out here. He hits hard. The promos are real. The character's believable. Even one of the guys was like, you could play the character that is in the dark alley and be the scary figure that stands in the alley, but PJ Savage lives in that alley. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
not afraid of anything that walks through that motherfucker because he's just gonna come out and smack motherfuckers up and go, be quiet, bro. I'm trying to sleep. Like
yeah.
it's just the realness of it.
Yeah.
And like I was like, damn, bro, we in the Bronx for the first time. What's more real than just coming out in the Timbs? The 8-ball jack. The 8-ball jack is gonna make everybody go crazy anyway.
Yeah.
Like
That was the best part.
really.
First of all, the way they were doing that show that night is like I was born and raised around that area, the Hunts Point area. So just the fact you came with your Timbs and your 8-ball, it was just perfect. Like that's the ghetto. You in the ghetto. So yo, what's up? I'm down. I'm thinking, and y'all guys, I think y'all guys took it to another. But the way the whole match went, it was like y'all already had a story. I mean, what I'm saying. So like Lucas Chase was the first time I ever saw him wrestle, and I had some type of interaction with him when I was in the show. But that match, man, y'all guys hard hitting, man.
Yeah, bro, that's what it is, man. I love my matches to be like that. I studied a lot of New Japan, and just being with Johnny, being trained by Johnny Rods, and right now currently being trained by the SAT. But I gotta be honest, bro. One of the realest guys that ever taught me in the ring and really like honed me together was one of Johnny's trainers. His name was Billy Walker, Cowboy, and I was a Cowboy kid, bro. If you were a Cowboy kid, you got put through the ringer. He made you feel it, but he put you in holes and twist you up and make you really feel how much it hurts just to be in the ring. The realness of it. He added that realness to my game. If it wasn't for him, I don't think the wrestling part of me would have the realness down packed to match the character that I present. So a lot of big ups to Billy Walker, man.
So now my question is this whole takeover group, because I saw the group got built, and I know y'all were hot on the scene or whatever. And all of a sudden now I know that you guys broke up. What happened with all that? Because now I see BooJi right now doing his thing, and he's another one that I'm like, that cat be on some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And I follow him, and me and him interact a lot. But what happened to the group? Because I know FaZe came out with you in that match with Lucas, and I think he even broke a bottle by mistake, some shit like that night.
He had 240s taped to his hand. He had to match my energy, so he had 240s taped to his hand, bro.
Yeah.
But the group takeover were all Johnny guys. Like that's what
okay.
I don't know about takeover.
Okay.
You had to come from Johnny's.
Okay.
It wasn't supposed to be like an on-screen thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like the click, like where the
Okay.
click. You know what I'm saying? And then
Behind the scenes.
and then it
Okay.
just it created itself and got put on the screen and onto shows. And it was crazy, bro. One of the guys I just got interviewed from recently, it was like the best thing and the worst thing about Takeover is, when you see Takeover, the 4 guys that's in it, you the fan is gonna rank them. You're gonna go PJ, Bougie, Face,
Yeah.
but Jacob could be one, Face could be one, Bougie could be one. It doesn't matter. We're interchangeable.
Yeah.
But that fan is still going to rank them. But the worst part about that is that we're so fucking good. Like, we come in with that energy that now we're the 4 best guys of your company. So when we walk into the door, whoever thought they were the 4 best just got knocked down 4 spots. And now it's us 4 at the top. But there was a lot of backstage stuff that went on, and then we all looked at each other and was like, the group can't last, bro. Like, especially all 4 of us, we're all powerful. And there's ways to branch out and do our own thing. And
Was it ego? Was it ego or
some of it had to do with ego? Some of it had to do with ego. A lot of people, everybody wants to be number 1, bro.
I mean, everybody. I mean, it depends. You know, not it depends. That's the way it is. You trying to, even though you got your 4 guys, you trying to be better than all of them. I mean, you don't mean it, and you wish them the best, but you trying to be number 1.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna change my energy. Now, I won't even change my energy for my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son wants to be a wrestler. My son walks into WWE and I'm there. I'm gonna treat him with the same energy. Like, he got to earn it. He got to rip it from me. And I'm a very I gotta be main. I gotta be the face of this company. Like, I'm gonna take it to a whole top level, and I'm gonna do everything that checks off those boxes to make sure I'm looked at on that level. So when I walk into your door, you look at me and go, "That's a commodity." And Bougie thought, he was on that level too. He is. But the promoter side of it, the back end of it, they would look at the group and go, PJ's the guy. I don't know, all right, maybe we could get Bougie the mid-card title. And Bougie wanted more, bro, so Bougie had to step out. He had to step out, grow on his own. He had to do his own thing. Do I think we pulled the trigger too soon on ending the group? Maybe.
How long you guys lasted? Like a year?
About a year. The group was hot, though, bro. We had our own show. Takeover versus STP. Like, who out here doing that, bro? The group was hot, and that was my whole goal, my whole map for the Takeover group was to go through all these elite factions. Like, we was setting up Samoan Dynasty next. Jacob Fatu, because everybody wanted to see me versus Jacob Fatu.
Oh, that's
I'm telling you.
And that's funny because I just saw Jacob last month lose the belt to Cardona in House of Glory. And you two guys.
Me and Jacob would tear a building down.
What?
We would tear a building down. And then people want to see me versus Lance, which we're going to end up getting real soon. People want to see John versus Sean Maluda. Like, everybody wants to fit. And then there was talk of the Hit Squad with Dan Math, Monster Mac, Low Key, Homicide. Like, there was talk of Hit Squad versus Takeover. It was going in the right direction. And then my ultimate goal was like Bullet Club. And people would be like, yo, that's too high. But like, why the fuck not, bro?
Nothing is too high in life, bro. Fuck that.
Especially not in this business, bro. Everything is possible. Everything is possible, bro.
I mean, if you go to Japan, think about it. If you was to make it to Japan and join Bullet Club, that's the ultimate. I mean, of course, everybody say the WWE is the ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying?
Bullet Club is.
It's 10 years, bro.
Puts you on that level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big Bullet Club fan. I'm a mark for that. I mean, I got every freaking T-shirt there is. But you with Bullet Club, you fit perfectly because you guys, that click. It's like they enhance each other. You know what I'm saying?
I would if I ever had the chance, bro, to get into Bullet Club and put my touch on it. I wouldn't do Savage Club. I wouldn't do any kind of twist. I'll rip away all the twist and just bring back the original logo. And
so you won't pull like a Savage Club logo with the Bullet Club stuff? No.
Nah, bro. I feel like and this is no disrespect to like Switchblade or even Finley. I feel like every era that kind of created their own. Besides the Kenny Omega one, where he had the cleaner, the Elite era.
Mhm.
But again, that was kind of the breakdown of it. Like if you look back to the Finn Balor era, oh my God, it was just the Bullet Club, the music,
Yeah.
that T-shirt. When the Young Bucks first joined, Luke and Doc Gallows was there. Like Carl Anderson, they were killing it. Tama Tonga was just on a whole nother level with the face paint.
Yeah.
That whole Bullet Club had a different vibe to it. And then when AJ joined, it was the same thing. And with those two guys, I never saw them change the logo. And with those two guys in particular, it raised. The
Yeah,
group.
hold that thought, because my daughter's downstairs. Give me a second.
Yeah, do you think?
Yeah, sorry, fam.
What are you doing?
Get out of here.
Look at
Yeah, take my phone. Go over there. I don't know how he got it. Here, go.
I don't.
Go, Daddy, do an interview. Go.
Yes. Yeah, that's
All right, go. Come say hi. Come say hi. I don't care if he looks crazy. Say hi and get out of here.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, get your butt out of here. That's the little wrestler right there, bro.
Yeah. I think I saw you on, what was it? I think you took it to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
One of the live
I
shows.
took him and then I took him to go see Cody.
Yeah.
Time event, bro. But
So we both see, and we're in the middle of interviews, and we gotta take care of our young ones, you know.
bro,
That's the life.
that's what adds to that realness to me. Like what you see is what you get, bro. Like
Yeah. So I'm not even gonna cut this. I'm not even gonna cut this on my.
nah, just leave it, bro.
I'm just leaving might as well, because you know, I'm downstairs. I'm like telling my daughter's mother, like, yo, I told you after 2:30, you know. So
Hey, and look, here we go. I got my kids running in.
yeah, I know, right? So no big deal. So yeah, so we were talking about. You say you won't do a spin. You won't do the PJ Savage Club and none of that. You just won't.
I almost hard reset it. Go back to the beginning. Give the people what they. I feel like Bullet Club. Not that it's trending downward. It's just like it's not what it was before.
Yeah, I think when I don't mean to interrupt, but I think the problem with Bullet Club right now, and with the whole thing now that Jay White is in AEW, now they got Bullet Club Gold. So I'm still trying to ask myself, okay, so you got Bullet Club Gold. Well, what happened with this guys? David Finley's Bullet Club. So what is it? Are they coming to AEW to feud with Jay White? And
Bro,
it's like, you don't know.
God, bro, like not for nothing. I'm not a booker or anything, bro, but Jay White should have been the biggest signing anyone ever had in the past 10 years. That guy's so good. He looks like $1 million and he could talk better than anyone on the mic right now. Like he's nasty. He's top tier. And then they brought him in at AEW to make card and to tag and to feud with Ricky Starks. And Ricky Starks is amazing, but damn, like
I think the only reason they're doing that is because they got MJF and MJF is the champion. So
you can't put him right next to
they can't right now they can't push Jay White to the part where he's at that level, because then everybody gonna want to see that MJF versus Jay White.
I feel like that hurts wrestling. I feel like wrestling, who gives a shit? You just need to make it happen. If that's the money, if MJF, which he won't, if there's something to his image that could come out hurting from this, then he shouldn't be heavyweight champion. And he'll probably tell you that himself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But there are people that's probably going, no, not yet. No, not yet. But I feel like, damn, bro, you need to just put the matches out there. Make them happen. Let them make magic. Yeah. Jay White would have been a babyface coming straight off, and they shouldn't have even did the Bullet Club thing because he essentially got kicked out the Bullet Club of Japan.
Yeah, I mean they left everybody, like Bullet Club fans, wondering, okay, what's next? And that's been I've been patiently waiting to see what's the next move.
It's too much limbo. It's too much in limbo.
Yeah. So when we talk about AEW, they leave a lot of shit on limbo. So but so let's talk about your matches coming up. I know you got Face coming up. And that is an Invictus. Am I right?
Yeah, June 25th. It's me versus Face, Brothers No More, in a Jersey street fight. Because Face wants to be Mr. Hardcore, and if I'm gonna take out all of JBooji's fake takeover, which he's building up his own little fake takeover, I'm gonna destroy it person by person.
Oh, so he's building his own little faction.
Yeah, he's building his own little faction now, so he can stand in the middle and do all the talking.
So where are we gonna see Bushi versus you?
If it all lines up correctly, I know Invictus has 2 shows coming up. They have this one, they have another one. And then they have, oh man, this might be breaking news, but it's not solidified yet. I want Bougie, and I'm going to get him. I have a rematch. I would do it in September.
But have you stepped in the ring with him already?
Yeah.
You had that six thing, right? That 6-man, something like that?
Nah, we've had a singles match. We've had a singles match at Invictus.
How long ago?
Oh man, about a year and a half ago.
Oh shit, damn! And I've been asking, like, I want to see these two go at it.
I was his first match at Invictus.
Oh really?
I was his first match at
But
Invictus.
now he's the champion. I was the internet champion, some shit like that.
Social media champion. He took it off for me. I won the belt that night, and then he cashed in his Clown for Clout briefcase on me.
Oh shit!
And now I have a rematch clause. But I feel like, so he turned on TakeOver September last year at Invictus's grand show, the big anniversary show in September.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to go to that. I think I have sponsored that shit. I never went.
He hit Jacko with my briefcase. So I think I'll call my shot, and I'll get this solidified and confirmed. But I think I'll call my shot in September at the same show. He just destroyed everything, and that gives me one more show. And I know he has another guy in his group named Rocket. So maybe it'd be me and Rocket at a couple shows after I just handle face. I'll handle face, move on to Rocket, handle Rocket, now I'll go to Bougie and take my belt back.
And then there was this caught me by surprise. I know you in the ring with TJ Marconi.
Yeah.
Big TJ. That guy's like what, 6'8", 7 feet, something like that. He makes me look small. I know that. I'm 6'2".
Yeah, he's a big dude, bro. Me and TJ was locked home once before.
Really?
Once before he came out on top at IWA for the IWA Heavyweight Championship.
Wasn't you the champion there at one point?
I still am.
I've been
champion at IWA for about 450 days now.
I know. Because the thing is, I don't see you with the belt. That's why. Because you used to come out with the belt.
Yeah.
And now I
like to protect the companies. I like to protect the companies, and I like to make sure everything I do at every company is different to give companies more value when they have me on. Okay. So, like, let's say, just to give you a peek behind the curtain, if I'm heavyweight champion at IWA, and they're building me up to be heavyweight champion at Invictus, if I come out with the IWA heavyweight champion, I'm already champion to that Invictus's crowd's eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm already champ.
Yeah.
Here's the buildup. There's no buildup. He already has gold.
Yeah.
So I like to protect my companies, and if I win your belt or I'm on the road to win your belt, I'm coming out just like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking cross companies unless it's a cross promotion match or something like that.
I know you came out and Project Codename Wrestling. I think it was last November.
Yeah.
And you participated in some tournament.
The Fight for New York tournament.
Yeah. Who you teamed up that night?
It was me, Monster Mac, Anthony Gangone, and Ray Calitri.
Monster. You know how long I've been trying to meet Monster Mac?
I can set that up.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Because I've been trying to get him to for interview. He told me he was gonna. He said, "Yeah, let's set it up." But then I hit him up a couple of times, and I know a lot of you guys don't like being on Facebook, like stuff like that.
He's one of those guys. He's never on social media.
Yeah. I noticed. He hit me up one time, and then after that, I was like, "Yo, we're gonna do that." He never answered me back. But have you been in the ring with Chris Cage?
No, but he's the reason TJ Marconi beat me. He punched me in the face.
Oh, okay.
And then TJ hit me with some big ass move, and then TJ won. Morpheus himself, Chris Cage.
Well, we're gonna see the Chris Cage versus PJ Savage.
That's probably gonna happen at Win. It's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, because I know he's in there. I know he wrestles in Win also.
Yeah, me and him are kind of on a collision course at Win. There's a lot of people vying for that heavyweight championship. There's a part of me that doesn't want the heavyweight championship.
Doesn't want it?
Yeah, there's a part of me that just
why?
Because I want to be the face of the company.
You want it or you don't want it?
I want to be the face of the company.
Okay.
Just because you hold that title doesn't mean you're the face of the company.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a different vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all right. Be the face of the company.
Mm-hmm.
Be the first heavyweight champion. First heavyweight champion is just you're the first heavyweight champion, not necessarily that first face of the company.
Okay.
The guy the company's built upon, that you're on the posters, you're on the promos, you're pushing everything, and everybody's calling you out. That's me.
Okay.
That's what I want to be. But I'm gonna hold that belt. That belt's pretty. That belt's
Really?
really pretty. I'm gonna hold that belt, but when I hold that belt, I want it to mean something.
Yeah, you gotta do a promo with that belt.
Oh God, everybody wants it, bro.
Hey,
Everybody
I want to
wants
see
it.
that shit.
Everybody wants that belt's so sexy. It's so sad. I remember they pulled it out the bag, the first win show, and they tried to give it to me, and I was like, I'm not touching that. I was like, why? I was like, there's that rule, baby. If I want it, I ain't touching it.
Yeah.
If I want it, I ain't touching it.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, just hold it. I'm like, nope. I'll hold it when it's mine. That's my rule with belts.
Yeah.
If I want it, I'm not touching it. And I want that belt. I want that belt fucking horribly bad. But I want all the stars to line up.
Yeah.
I want everyone to be paying attention, everybody to be watching, and sold out, jam-packed house, going, this is PJ's time. That shit is different, bro.
Now, I know you, last month you had a match with one of the legends, of course, of New York, Homicide.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, I had the honor to meet him in House of Glory, just hanging out in the arena, or whatever. What was it going through your mind before the match and after the match? Because I know this guy's legendary in New York. You know,
Yeah, bro.
And what was going through your mind leading to that?
Leading to it was, I want to be the face of New York. That's. I remember at Invictus, I said it one time, and everybody started laughing and popping. I was like, Chicago has CM Punk, Montreal has Sami Zayn, New York City has PJ Savage. Like, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be on that level, that kind of importance. So facing Homicide is like a step towards that. You know what I'm saying? To get that blessing from him, and he's probably on one of his last runs. So to get him right now, where he still feels like he's in his prime, bro. That man can go, like he can go. But leading up to it was a real Mount Rushmore fight moment for me, where it's like, this is what the Mount Rushmore feels like. Because I'm going to knock someone's face off that Mount Rushmore. Only 4 faces go on that Mount Rushmore in New York City. I'm going to knock one of them faces off. And, man, just facing Homicide is a whole different level, bro.
Now, I hope you kept that picture.
Oh, yeah. I'm a frame it. It's going up on my wall. There's a picture of him and me after the match. And, oh, man, bro, we said some real shit to each other. That whole moment in the ring with him, sharing it with him, it was there's moments, brother. Moments. You can't take those from me. I'll never forget, I heard Tyson Fury say on the interview, he was like, I don't care about fancy watches or TVs or phones. I don't care about none of it. You borrow everything. I don't care about money. You borrow money until you die, until you expire, and you're not here no more. But the moments will make you rich, because it's my moment.
Yeah.
Moment right here, because I'm in it. It's my moment. I'm not gonna forget this moment. And at that moment with Homicide, that was one of those moments, baby. That was one of those moments.
I mean, I was so angry. I was like, "Damn, they gotta do this shit in Jersey. I don't know how to get there." So, but where do you see yourself? This is my last question for you. Where do you see yourself maybe in 4 years from now? Do you still see yourself in the independent scene, or do you see yourself anywhere in the big leagues?
WWE champion, 4 years.
Wow.
That's all I need. All I need. Give me 1 year in the company, 1 year in NXT, 1 year in the company, 1 year climbing up the ladder, and 1 year chasing that title. 4 years, WWE champion.
4 years. All right.
We'll win that bitch in Yankee Stadium. You heard it here first.
Wow,
you heard it here first.
Right in the Bronx, in my borough, yeah. That's what
you heard it here first, baby. I'm gonna win that championship in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. So anyway, yo, thank you for coming through, man. I know you sick. I know you need to get a little rest and stuff and whatnot. Once again, I got PJ Savage, guys. This guy's everywhere. He is the truth. You know, let everybody know where they could reach you through social media. Anything you want to share.
Yeah, go check me out. Everything at PJ Savage. Check out the companies that I'm working with, man. Check out Titan Championship Wrestling. I'm wrestling TJ Marconi there. The next event, Devastation and Destruction, June 17th. Go get those tickets. Go check out that event. Go check out Invictus Pro Wrestling, the Jersey Street Fight, June 25th. Go check out Win. Wrestling is now soon to be face of that company. Big heavyweight championship match, June 16th. Go check that out. Sanctuary up in PA. I'm fighting for the heavyweight championship June 18th. Go check that out. Go look at this stuff. All this stuff is free on YouTube. Sanctuary PA TV. Go check out all the companies I'm working for. You can check me out on social media, but go check out those companies if you want to see what I'm doing.
And then you're gonna be the New York's belt collector soon.
Hopefully, man. I just want to rep New York, baby. When it's all said and done, I want to make my debut in the Garden and have the loudest pop. I want to blow Triple H's pop in 2002 out the water. I want to blow that pop out the water.
You got big dreams, man, and you know what I'm saying. If your dreams ain't big enough, bro, then you're not even trying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big facts.
That's the way it is. Anyway, thank you very much for coming through, bro. Guys, I will definitely see y'all guys next week. Again, check out PJ Savage. This guy is a monster in the New York scene. Again, this is the ultimate one for the Chokeslam Wrestling Report. Once again, thank you, PJ Savage, for coming through, and we will see each other next week.